Hi guys, I hope you can hear me this time. Fourth time's a charm. So, happy Halloween, you guys. I hope your day's going great. I hope you guys are all dressed up in your Halloween gear, ready to go to collect your candy. I wanted to share with you guys all about my traveling. I've been in the past 2 months to Canada and New York and Miami and all over Texas and Colorado and New Mexico and now Las Vegas. All just traveling, doing business work, and having a good time, all while learning more and more about hemp, about CBD, and seeing what's growing out there, what's working and what's not, so we are ahead of the game, so we know what's going on out there. How are you? Thanks for joining. And you guys feel free to put any questions on there about hemp, about CBD, type it down below, and if I don't answer it today, I'll answer it next time. So I wanted to share with you guys this first ever product that I got to try. I was on the forefront of trying this new hemp product that nobody else has ever tried. And so I was really excited to taste it. We got to go to the HempWorx corporate office in Las Vegas. So this corporate office, we had a line out through the door to taste this stuff. So we finally got in line. We tasted these two new keto-friendly CBD products, and one was this coffee, and it's this really good instant coffee, and I am not an instant coffee fan, but this stuff was so gentle on my stomach. It was the most gentle coffee I've ever tasted. And you guys, I've gone to coffee school in Seattle, I've gone to coffee school in New York and in Dallas, and you guys know how picky I am on my coffee, and this stuff is really good. It's definitely not a bold coffee, just because it's a medium roasted Arabica coffee, so it does have caffeine still, which is really hard to find. So this coffee is going to have 65 milligrams of caffeine. So Starbucks typically has 100 and decaf typically has 15. So it still has a good amount of caffeine, but not too much. Just from learning more and more about the hemp industry, about the cannabis industry and how it reacts to our bodies, I have an irregular heartbeat. So I can't always have espresso or really strong coffee with something like CBD, like with this stuff. So if I take my HempWorx CBD with my coffee, this is going to slow down my heart. It typically really relaxes the body. It relaxes my heartbeat. So my coffee is going to make my heart kind of beat faster. So when I take the coffee that's really strong in this, it kind of conflicts just a little bit for me, for my body. So when I tried this CBD coffee, it actually was the first drink I've ever had that actually calmed my heart. After we were sitting there for like probably 15 minutes, Ken turned to me. He's like, how are you feeling with the coffee? Because I had a coffee, which was 5 milligrams of CBD. And then I also had CBD creamer with it, which is another 5 milligrams of CBD. So in total, I took the highest amount of drops, basically. So as far as like how much CBD did I take, it was about a full serving of what I normally take. I felt great. It was really good. I was calm. It made my stomach feel at ease, which normally coffee actually kind of upsets my stomach just a little bit. This stuff did the complete opposite reaction. So it's actually pretty amazing that that's the only coffee for me that's ever happened to, considering I've tasted dozens of coffees all over the nation. So it's a different tasting coffee only because it has chaga mushrooms as well. So chaga mushrooms are a Chinese herb that's really good for your immune system. It's really good for fighting cancer. It's really good for, let me think what else. It's real high in vitamin B, high in vitamin C and D and amino acids, and you get your omegas. So most cancers, most diseases are omega deprived, and that's why we start that. And so this is going to replenish the omegas that you're missing from the body, along with the omegas that you get from the CBD, which is awesome. It's the first ever keto-friendly coffee, first ever keto-friendly creamer with CBD in it in the nation. Like, how exciting is that? And I am actually holding it in my hand. How cool. This stuff, it comes in vanilla, mocha, hazelnut. You can add it to a smoothie if you want to. You can add it to your hot chocolate. I would actually add the mocha to hot chocolate if it were me. Just saying. As far as, I think I went over the difference between what I felt with the drops. I'd say the drops for me, CBD drops help more with like inflammation with my hands and the tension that I have with that. Hi there, which is, it's helpful, but with this coffee, like I was saying, it helps internally. So if you've got like a lot of problems with, you know how you get like kind of cramping or problems with drinking acidic stuff and it really bothers you, or people with Crohn's, I can see them really benefiting from this stuff. Crohn's would be good. Any kind of issue that you have with just digestion, or if digestion's just really hard for you, I can see this stuff really helping out, you guys. As far as caffeine, like I was saying, it gave me just enough boost to keep me up for the banquet that night. So I enjoyed that. It didn't overload me like a bunch of shots of espresso would. It gave me just the right amount of energy. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys is the boom in this industry. We had 300 people, or no, it was 200 people at this convention last year, and there were about 3,000 this year. It was so big that we had an overflow room. And they're talking about the next year, they're going to do a stadium. This company is growing so big that next year it's going to be a stadium. So whether you're interested in trying it or just getting to know more about it, this is the time to learn. Because honestly, people ask me all the time, like, oh, can I travel with this on the plane? Is it okay to travel with it on the plane? Absolutely. I've gone to TSA probably 3 times and they look at me like I'm so silly. Like, yeah, you can travel with it. It's just CBD. It's legal in 50 states. It's a pilot program through Kentucky. It's FDA certified. It's third-party tested. So it's pretty basic stuff here. So I was totally shocked with TSA when they were like, yeah, you can fly with this stuff, of course. You know? And so, yes, you can fly with it. And I've had no problems flying with it. What's another question you guys have been asking me nonstop? What other questions do you guys have? Anything. I was with thousands of these people. Is it possible to make a living, with hemp today? Yeah. You can get this stuff wholesale, half price, and sell it for the retail price. So you can make 50% profit with this stuff, which is great. In any state you want. You can make it with retail. You can even make it with your online link, whatever you want. So if you guys want more info on that, just message me and I'll give it to you. I was interested in meeting people at this place that were making a good living with hemp. I mean, really good. So I was interested in meeting the people that were making 6 figures a week in profit, which is just unheard of. So I got to sit next to this couple, and I said, how did you guys start with making money with hemp? Like, how do you do this? And they told me, they said, well, when we made our first 10,000 in a month, we just sampled it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You just sampled this stuff and you made $10,000 in the first month you were doing it? Like, I've been doing this as a hobby. So to me, that was pretty incredible to see that people are out there, they're able to do it. I saw people that were in their 80s doing this, and I saw people in their 20s doing this. I saw people from all walks of life doing it, people where it's legal to have it in their state, whether it's legal or not. They can do it anywhere. So I know when the oil dripped down for everybody, it was devastating for our area. And, whenever you're looking for ways to just supplement your income, whether it's for the holidays or anything, it's good to know that there's options out there. That alone gives me comfort. I've got to have more eggs in different baskets to where I've got that income constantly flowing. So I wanted to learn more about it. Their top seller from everybody that I talked to at this event, their number one selling product for CBD is this stuff. And all this is 80% CBD, 20% hemp seed. And it's the strongest one. I didn't have anybody telling me that they sold a ton of the pet stuff, but I had nonstop testimonies of each product. So I thought that was really good. Honestly, guys, another reason why I went was just because I wanted to see the company in face. I had to see the CEOs in person. I needed to see these people that are really saying that they're making 6 figures a week, that they really are doing it. Now that I've seen them in person and I know that it's legit, I'm sharing that with you guys. I just wanted to share with you guys the new 2019 catalog. Another thing I don't think I mentioned was that they have a new flavor. So if you're not a fan of a grassy flavored CBD, if you're not a fan of a peppermint CBD, they have a cinnamon flavored CBD. I didn't get a chance to taste it, but people are in love with this stuff. They say it tastes just like Big Red gum. It tastes just like cinnamon, and you don't taste anything else. Another thing I want to share with you guys is it's really hard if you're in the workplace to find a CBD that doesn't have THC. There's THC-free available online. So if you're a school teacher, if you're somebody that just gets regularly drug tested, maybe you want to give this to your kid for teething, you can use the THC-free stuff. Or if you're breastfeeding, there's lots of ladies out there using this for breastfeeding. Just because it's so hard to find that kind of stuff when you're in pain and you need that relief. So I wanted to share with you guys the new products that are out there. I wanted to share with you guys the opportunities that are out there for you. I know that here in Texas, it's so hard to invest in this stuff.